Breaking overnight, teachers and school officials in Los Angeles have a deal to reopen America's second largest public school district. Students have been out of classrooms there for nearly a year because of the coronavirus, and some parents are pursuing a class action lawsuit against the school district and teachers union. Carter Evans is in Los Angeles for us this morning. Carter, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tony. Teachers still have to vote to approve this deal, but if it passes, school staff will still have weeks to get vaccinated before heading back. Elementary students will return mid-April, everyone else by the end of April, but some LA parents say it's too late. After a year attempting distance learning, the damage is done. For students like 11-year-old Makai Allen, it'll be another 6 weeks before he could be back in the classroom.
This school year was a major problem.
He's one of more than 650,000 LA public school students who've been trying to learn online for nearly a year now. Is Makai getting a quality education right now?
No, he's not getting what he deserves.
Makai's mother, Kishara Shaw, says he sometimes has less than 2 hours of teacher instruction a day.
To him, it feels like no one cares. It feels like if they're giving me the minimum to do, his effort has become the minimum.
Now she's part of a class action lawsuit against the school district and the teachers union, which claims students are losing 17 to 19 and a half hours of instructional time every week in a district where nearly 80% of the students qualified for free or reduced price meals. The lawsuit says the number of weekly hours of live instruction is less than half what it was before the pandemic. Why is that?
I don't agree with that.
Cecily Myart Cruz is president of the LA Teachers Union. We spoke to her before the tentative agreement.
Things are not going to be perfect, but many of our educators are giving of themselves daily to this crisis distance learning.
CDC and state guidelines allow for elementary schools to open now. For nearly a month, the teachers union had been fighting for stricter measures.
We said all along, all three pieces: health standard in schools, lower COVID in the community, and vaccinations for school staff.
LA Superintendent Austin Buettner showed us a school vaccination site.
You ready?
Where teachers and staff can now get a shot. He says the district has spent more than $1 billion since the pandemic started, part of that on upgrading campus air filtration systems, stocking schools with protective equipment, and testing staff and students. Would you say what is going on now as far as education in Los Angeles, would you call that a success?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're doing the best we can in the safest way we can.
This is definitely not enough. So a success for who? I'm not sure. Not my child.
Well, the lawsuit is still moving forward. The families involved want the school district to be held accountable for the harm they say the educational program has caused. Now, when schools finally do reopen, it's going to look very different. Classes will be dramatically smaller, with students alternating between online and in-person instruction. And Gayle, I should point out that I have 2 children in public school here in Los Angeles, in elementary school, and they're really excited to get back to class.
And I'll bet Dad and Mom are excited for them to get back to class, too. Yes, that's great. Thank you very much, Carter.